It's been made clear that Fortnite, as a game, is trying to expand into other genres. Fortnite Festival covering rhythm games, the LEGO mode taking a shot at survival games, and of course rocket racing being, you know. With all those modes being available for a while now, it's got me thinking about what they'll try doing next. Last year I made a quick video briefly discussing this called Guilty Gear Fortnite. Since then, the idea of a Fortnite fighting game mode has stuck with me. One, because I think I would play a fighting game mode a lot, and two, I think it'd be really funny to see Fortnite get listed for EVO. Imagine the Fortnite logo squeezed next to the actual fighting game logos for the biggest FGC tournament. With it being a possibility, I want to expand more on the idea, and create a sort of general concept to what it may be like, but there are a lot of aspects to go over first. Each new mode for Fortnite is developed by different companies. Harmonix and Psychonix cover Festival and Rocket Racing respectively. The LEGO mode has its own dedicated group by LEGO themselves. With Epic Games having their hands tied with Battle Royale and Fortnite as a whole, it's important to figure out who the fighting mode would be developed by. Or, better yet, what kind of fighting game would be best fitting for Fortnite. Now, before we continue, I should probably confess something. I'm not the biggest know-it-all about fighting games. In fact, I've only played a handful of traditional ones. But I have played a lot of Smash Bros. In actuality, I mostly just play Guilty Gear Strive. But I did my homework. I'm making sure to treat the game genre with respect. So to begin with, who is most likely to partner with Epic Games? For now, let's say Arc System Works. A big reason why I got into Guilty Gear Strive is because it's very easy to pick up compared to most fighting games. BlazBlue wasn't too terribly hard either, and I've heard Dragon Ball FighterZ is just as quick to learn. Creating those faster paced and string heavy anime fighters is what Arc System specializes in. On the other hand, you have the more realistic fighting games. I'm not sure what to classify them as. Street Fighter, Fatal Fury, Tekken, stuff like that. In which case I think Capcom is the obvious pick, not just because they have years worth of experience, but because they already have multiple collabs in Fortnite. I wouldn't be surprised if Epic Games have already discussed the idea with Capcom too. When it comes to which fighting game that fits Fortnite, I think the best route is something inspired by games like Street Fighter. Going forward, I'm working off the idea that it's just a simple traditional 2.5D fighting game, since that's most plausible. Easily the most important aspect of this mode is how is it going to work? What will it play like? With Fortnite being appealing to such a wide variety of people, making sure it's easily accessible is important. At the same time, it has to be in depth enough for people to keep interest and get better at the mode. Like I said, Guilty Gear was very easy to pick up for a lot of people, so I'd hope it's around the same level as Strive. I think it strikes the perfect balance for being simple but in depth for Fortnite. What I'm really trying to say is I don't want them to think the Fortnite community is too inept to understand simple command inputs and remove them completely. But there is a more significant aspect to the plausible fighting game mode. Would they choose Fortnite original characters to put on a roster and give them all unique movesets? Or would they make unique movesets and have them be accessible to every skin a player owns? Fortnite has roughly 1,600 original skins to choose from, and I can absolutely see some of them having fully realized movesets. But I think most people want to be able to use the skins they already bought in the mode and any other cosmetics they may fit. So rather than creating a roster that way, they might make the movesets first and simply slap them onto whatever skin you choose. I do see downsides to that though. Every Fortnite skin is the same general height, so it's not like you could build unique movesets based on that. Plus, a lot of skins range in dimensions. Some are slimmer, some are wider. I don't want to even imagine what the hell this outfit would be like. While that does seem like a problem, Street Fighter 6 did with their avatars, so maybe it's not that big of a deal? I personally think the best outcome is to make movesets first, which in case I can definitely see how they go about doing that. They have over 6 years of unique Fortnite weapons and gimmicks to choose from, as well as basic normal ideas too. Just as an example, Chapter 3 Season 4 introducing Chrome as a gimmick leads to some interesting ideas. I would imagine a Chromecaster would act like a puppet fighter, akin to the way Zada 1 and Eddie work in Guilty Gear. That's the way I see this mode playing out. It just makes more sense to allow the player to use their favorite cosmetics in the mode. And of course, Epic Games will always try to get your attention to the item shop. Speaking of, this mode would probably have its own cosmetics too, wouldn't it? If there's any Epic employee watching this, this is the part where you take notes. With the addition of these modes come new cosmetic types, like the instruments or cars. But for a fighting game mode, I think the cosmetic ideas are a bit more limiting. The one idea I do have is creating nameplates. Two other games that Epic owns both use nameplates as cosmetics, and a large amount of fighting games also use them. I would imagine these would get displayed during the roster screen, the loading screen, and wherever else they may fit. The best part about the name tags, they would fit perfectly in Battle Royale 2. Imagine eliminating someone, and when they spectate you, it displays your name tag on screen instead of your username and the weapon you use. I really enjoy cosmetics that have double purposes, and these nameplates would work perfectly. Assuming you were able to buy the nameplate background and a title to go under your username, I would hope together that it be no more than 500 V-Bucks. I couldn't imagine spending more on a texture and some letters. All in all, I think nameplates would look like this. Your username and chosen title in the center, background image, and possibly even your banner on there too. Pretty similar to the way Rocket League and Fall Guys handle it. Alternatively, there's nothing stopping Fortnite from making their own version of Street Fighter 6 avatars. They already sell plenty of skins that are all based around customization. I do really hope that doesn't happen though, because after seeing how Capcom are handling their pricing with those cosmetics, no thanks. I'd rather take my PNG nameplates. The last thing I would want from this mode is for it to be released, and then have players lose interest quickly due to lack of content. Most modern fighting games today follow the same DLC release schedule after release. A single character and maybe a stage every couple of months. Which sounds fine, but I don't know if a Fortnite fighting game mode should follow that structure. If the game mode is free and there is a selected roster of characters, then buying characters seems kinda pay to win if they end up being competitively good. But if they're bad, who's gonna buy them? It'd be better if they just followed the same way most fighting games handle DLC, but make the characters free. Same goes with the stages and whatever music they may make. That all is assuming they make their own roster and don't go with the moveset idea instead. There are plenty of different modes they could create too. Tag team mode, an arena mode, just to name a few. Inevitably, Fortnite will probably be getting more official game modes, and I fully expect one to be a fighting game mode. Maybe it'll attract the attention of the FGC for a couple of weeks, and if the mode is handled well enough, they might even have a mode as popular as Battle Royale. One can dream though. That mostly just sounds like a fantasy. Either way, I wanted to talk briefly about it, and possibly inspire someone who knows a lot more about fighting games to make a more in-depth idea. Maybe we'll see this mode fully realized quicker than we think. Hey, quick thing before the video ends. I actually got my own Fortnite creator code now. If you enjoy my content, I'd greatly appreciate it if you used it. It would mean a lot to me, and I hope you look forward to any future videos. I need to do my little bit here, hold on. Hey, it's me, Grubba the Burbo. You might know me from such videos as Amino. I run a group YouTube channel with a couple of fellas. Me, Max, Glorious Cash, you might have seen him in another one. It's a little group YouTube channel called Mental Hole. Might have heard of it. A couple 300,000 million subs. Go check it out if you're interested. I'd greatly appreciate it. And thank you, Max, for having me.